So if you have a penny that weighs 3.1 grams, it is mostly copper. Those are the coins that are worth 3 cents a piece in copper value. It's a sad day in the coin collecting community because coin collectors may be out of luck. They may no longer be able to look for rare mint error pennies. They may have to cash in their pennies, but don't do it yet. I'm gonna tell you everything about the end of the Lincoln penny and what you should do with your pennies. All right, you guys know I've done a video on the 2025 penny and how they were ending production of the Lincoln cent altogether. These coins are costing much more than 1 cent to make. They were like 3 to 4 cents to make 1 cent. So the government's losing a lot of money. They want to save that money. A lot of people are using plastic and credit cards for transactions. They're not really using physical currency as much as we once did. All right. So I'm sad that they're ending the penny, of course, because that's a lot of what we talk about on this channel are rare pennies, rare nickels, rare quarters, half dollars, every coin. You know, some things just don't always last forever. The good thing is you could make some money. All right. This may be our last opportunity to go to the bank, get rolls of pennies. You can order a box of pennies from the bank, go pick it up. They'll call you. There's $25 face value of rolls of pennies in one box. All right. And you can look for rare mint errors. There's so many mint errors out there that you can look for, like die breaks. Even on modern coins, modern pennies, you can look for die breaks, split dies, double struck coins, double strikes, one of my favorite type of mint errors, off-center pennies. The list goes on and on. If you guys don't know anything about error coins to look for, watch my other videos or get my book, A Guide to Coin Hunting. It is available at the link in the comments below, couchcollectibles.com. It is available on Amazon as well if you guys want that, prime shipping, next day or 2-day delivery. Get the book, A Guide to Coin Hunting there. Now, here's how you can make some money on your pennies, but I don't think you should cash them in yet because a copper penny right now, the melt value, just the copper value of a copper penny prior to 1982 is worth 3 cents. So imagine cashing in every penny you have, every copper penny you have, and you get 3 cents for every single penny. Now, will the government actually give us that, or will they allow those pennies to be melted down? Probably, maybe, I don't know. We will have to see. It's going to be, interesting thing to kind of see how all of that works and how they are going to discontinue using the penny for transactional purposes, but we'll see. So let me explain something real quick. In 1982, this was the year that they went from making pennies with mostly copper into mostly zinc. All right, so in 1983, they're mostly zinc pennies. Prior to 1982, they're mostly copper pennies. All right, now in 1982, that was known as the transitional year. So if you have a penny that weighs 3.1 grams, it is mostly copper. Those are the coins that are worth 3 cents a piece in copper value. 3.1 grams. Now, if you have a penny that is 2.5 grams, those are mostly zinc. So not much copper at all in those pennies. But in 1982, that was the transitional year. So here is a list of all the 1982 pennies that they made. They made the 1982 large date copper, 1982 large date copper plated zinc, 1982 small date copper, 1982 small date copper plated zinc, 1982 D mint mark large date copper, same thing, D mint mark, large date copper plated zinc, and then the 1982 D small date copper plated zinc, and the 1982S large date copper proof coin. All right, so those were made for proof sets, not for circulation, the last penny there. You may think, what in the world is a small date versus a large date? Well, if you look at your 1982 pennies under a coin microscope, coin loop, I also have those available. If you don't have one, in the comments below, just hit that link in the comments. You'll find those coin microscopes, or they may be tagged to this video. You may see them already. All right, now the small date. The easiest way to distinguish the small date from the large date 1982 penny is to look at the number 2. You'll see the number 2 here has a curve in the middle of the 2, and it goes down and goes straight across to the right. Now, on the 2 for the large date, it just goes all the way around, straight down, and straight to the right. It doesn't have that little curve there in the middle of the 2. That is very easy to distinguish, in my opinion, between the 2. So the small date will always have the curve, large date does not have it. Now, if you find a 1982, we've done this video, 1982 small date with the curve, and it has a D mint mark underneath the date, and the penny weighs 3.1 grams, those coins are worth a fortune. They're worth a lot of money. So if you just type in 1982 copper penny couch collectibles, you can watch that video. I tell you everything of what to look for on the 1982 copper penny. All right, here's an image of all the different 1982 pennies. So we have the copper pennies, of course, the zinc pennies, 97.6% zinc pennies, and also the proof San Francisco minted Lincoln cent from 1982, which will be the S mint mark. So this article that I found says penny collectors out of luck, 1 cent coins unlikely to go up in value after the US Mint stops production. Well, now they may be right, but they may be right on, in some cases, right? They produce billions and billions of certain dated pennies and certain mint marks, right? But there are still rare mint errors out there to look for. Double dies, all the other errors that we mentioned previously in this video. Plus, there's tons of other mint errors out there that you can look for on pennies and every other denomination of coinage. So this article, they say that there's still way too many pennies out there for collectors base to collect. Yeah, I get it. There's billions of pennies out there. We only collect certain ones. We look for mint errors. We look for key date coins and things like that. But they do go on to say if they do away with the penny or the Lincoln cent, I don't know if they'll prove it to be melted down. They probably will. Wow. So if they do approve that for the penny to be melted down for the copper value, then maybe the government will give us an opportunity to go cash in our pennies for 3 cents per penny. Now, should you go cash in right now? I wouldn't. Right now, I would be going to go get pennies from the bank. I would go get rolls right now from the bank. And if you don't want to go to the bank, I have unsearched wheat penny rolls available right now. couchcollectibles.com. Link is in the comments below. Last time we had unsearched penny rolls, they completely sold out in 2 days. So if you guys want one, go get one. The link is in the comments below, or just go to couchcollectibles.com. However you want to do it. So those pennies will be from 1909 to 1958. So any date from there could be in those rolls. You could find a mint error. You could find a key date coin. That's what you guys can look for in those unsearched rolls. They are available in the comments below. Now, if you don't want to buy a roll from me, go to the bank. You're not probably going to get wheat pennies, but wheat pennies go for a lot more than just regular Lincoln cent memorial reverses and shield cent reverses, the newer designed pennies. But if you guys want to go to the bank and get rolls, they're $25 a box or 50 cents a roll, whatever you can afford. Search for rare mint errors. Keep all the copper dated pennies, 1982 and prior. And 1982 is the transitional year. Remember, you want to keep the pennies that weigh 3.1 grams. Now, you can also look for rare pennies like 1983 penny that weighs 3.1 grams. That was struck onto a copper planchet. Now, 1983 pennies are supposed to weigh 2.5 grams because those are mostly zinc pennies. But there are some with mistakes that weigh 3.1 grams on copper planchets. So, I hope you don't get confused. Just type in 1983 copper penny couch collectibles and you'll find everything about that coin as well. So to sum it up, the penny is going to be gone. We don't know what it's going to look like in terms of can we cash it in for 3 cents per penny? Can we melt the penny down ourselves for a copper value? I don't know. When will be the last date that we can actually use the penny for transactional purposes? Will the transactions go to the nickel? Instead of being, $7.96, is it going to just be $8 even? Or is it going to be $7.95? that will be interesting to learn. Canada did this back in 2012, guys, so maybe they'll follow suit with how they did their things. Canada got rid of the 1 cent coin in 2012, and you know, they haven't looked back. So right now we're hoarding pennies, we're searching for mint errors, we're saving the copper pennies that weigh 3.1 grams. We'll see what happens over the next year, maybe into 2026. And you know, hopefully you guys find some good stuff. I'm definitely going to save some 2025 pennies because that will be the end. That will be the last penny ever minted, I guess, in the United States, the 1 cent coins. So it's a sad day for the coin collecting community, but hopefully some of you guys can make some money on it, either by the copper value, finding a mint error or a rare key date or anything like that. So guys, thank you so much for watching this one. Don't forget, if you guys want a penny roll, unsearched wheat penny roll, hit the links in the comments below, or just go to Couch Collectibles every Tuesday and Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, only on the Whatnot app. No catch, guys. Free silver giveaways. Plus, you get the $15 credit to spend on the Whatnot app. You can purchase any product from any seller and use your $15 credit today. Download the Whatnot app at the link in the comments below, or scan the QR code on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.